Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away, and I know you're as shocked as I am. We've got part 5 of Deagostini's Build Your Own X-Wing. You know, I was just minding my own business, just changing the backdrop here. Look, I've got my Anduril up there now, and I've made my retro corner sort of like streamlined down that one side there. Having a good move around, and I get a knock at the door. And guess what? They've delivered the next 2 issues of Build the X-Wing. They're only 2 months late, but let's just show you what we've got to do. The good thing about this one, we don't need any glue or screwdrivers or anything. It all just like slots in together. What we've got to do is we're going to be doing the single front leg there of R2-D2. So it's all plug and play, if you like. Put it together and then put it in. When we turn this foot here, the head will turn as well. So that's how that operates. And then we're just going to be putting these transparent sections into control panels, which will eventually go into the cockpit. Now, these are going to be lit. So you've got all of this sort of effect here is going to happen when the actual electrics come on, and I just know there's going to be modders out there who are going to have blinking lights and changing all the colours and stuff like that. So once I see what it actually looks like, I might have a bash at doing that myself, because it's one thing having static lights, but it adds a bit more of a pop if you make them pop, if you make them blink and flicker and do things. So that's going to be cool. Anyway, look, it's been 2 months, so without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, I've got a little bag of stuff here. And in here, we've got the clear sections that we're going to be using later. But all of these sections here, there's 4 bits there are for R2-D2's foot. Okay, the first thing he wants us to do is to take this little part of the centre of the foot here, and we're going to be attaching these surrounds here. Now, what I did, because I wasn't sure which way round these go, is I just put them in very gently, just to make sure that they are complete all the way round. And then I wanted to see if they line up before I start pushing them together, and they do. Now if they don't line up, you've got them on the wrong way, switch them round. But that's how that should be looking. So I'm going to push that together now, nice and tight, and there we go. Simple as that. We've got the front foot done. We've got one more tiny little detail here to add, and that detail is just going to go into these 2 holes that you can see there. So I'm going to, it is a fiddly part, so I'm going to pick it up with my trusty tweezers. It's going to line up the pins on this just to the holes here, just like that, and then push it into place. So it looks just like that. Now once that one's in, we've got one more to put in. So exactly the same way. Just hold this with me tweezers. Line up the pins. And then, there we go. Push it into place. Just like that. So now, both of those are done. Ready to attach the foot now. Remember this little fella? We haven't seen him for a while, have we? We just want to make sure his head is centered so that obviously the lens there is in a straight line down through the center of his body. The reason for that is when we attach the foot here, we want to make sure that that is also straight. So quite simply, all we're going to do is got a hole there. We're going to push it onto the spindle there, making sure it's straight. Just like that. And now when I turn the foot, R2's head turns. See? So that's how they've got that. That's quite a nifty little thing, really, isn't it? Look at it. Little tiny R2. Remember, I did the light bleed in that, so it'd be interesting to see what that looks like lit up again. But I'm not going to do that in this episode because we're going to start working on the cockpit. And this is one of the console bases for the cockpit. And what we're going to be doing is working on these 2 sections here, which are control panels. And as you can see, they've got quite a lot of details on them already. These aren't light sensitive, so basically they've just been painted on. The light's going to come through these little slots here. And to make sure that they work like that, what we're going to do is we're going to be just putting these little plastic things in here, just into the base here, to line up all of these notches with the notches that we've got on here. So pretty much like kindergarten days, we've got to put the shapes into the holes. So you basically line up which one you need. Which in this case, this one's going to match that shape there. And we're just going to put it in like this, just like that. We push it down into place. And as you can see, the plastic comes out the other side there to make a nice flush section there. So that's that one in. See, no screws or no gluing. We're going to do exactly the same to the other one. So once again, match up the way it goes, which is this way. Feed it in. Push it in, and as you can see, all of the plastic has filled up all of those holes. So now we've got 2 control panels which now allow light through them. If you just see that, if I move my fingers out of the way, through those lights there. And as I said to you before, you just know you're going to get some people out there that are going to make those lights blink. I just know. And I'm sure you're going to be emailing me with that information as well. That's all we have to do in this issue. Let me show you what we've got coming in the next issue. As you can see, we're going to do the cockpit base and screws. So there doesn't look to be that much to do in that issue. But there wasn't really much to do in this one, really. So waiting 2 months for something that's lasted about 5 minutes. Anyway, if you did like that video, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Hopefully I might have a Bismarck and a Terminator out this week. Don't know what happened to them last week, but I know a lot of you are in the same boat that they weren't in your newsagents. The strange thing is, issue 139 of the DeLorean wasn't in my newsagents as well. So what the hell's going on in part build world at the moment? Anyway, listen, take care. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. Take care.